doing today? Hello. Once again, it is such a blessing to be in the presence of such lovely people. And yes, as I always say, it is a great day to be sober. And sober just means being in your right frame of mind. Yes, hopefully you woke up today in your right frame of mind. I know I did. You know how I know I woke up in my right frame of mind? Because I got up this morning preparing my spirit to be one with my Father. Yes, my daily reprieve is based on my spiritual condition. That's how I know I woke up in my right frame of mind, because I got up conditioning my spirit. Not going to hold you long today, just going to be here for a moment, share some knowledge, understanding, wisdom, power, love, and yes, economics with you. Just going to start this off today. Hope you feeling like this. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is alright with me. Yes, 'cause you make me feel so brand new. I want to spend my life just ain't the same, baby, since we've been together. Oh, loving you forever is what I need. Let me be the one you company to. Yes. Be honest and together, loving you whether times are good or bad, I'm happy or sad. Yes, love of God. Whether I just can't see that you never do that to me, would you, baby? Stay around you is all I see. Oh, baby, let's stay together, loving you weather, that's a good, it's good. Woo! Oh, yes. Oh, daddy, I wanna stay together. Yes, when the time, no. Woo! I'm just trying to stay together, loving you weather. How many people love God weather? The love of God. Whether I'm going through something good or if I'm going through something bad, he always just tell me, son, we are going to be together. Woo! Yes! Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh yes! Ooh. Let's stay together, loving you weather. Woo! Shabalakasha! Oh, the love of God. Let's stay together. He loves us. If we're going through something good, he loves us. If you're going through something bad, guess what? He still loves you. Woo! Yes. Oh my God. I am so in love with him. Because no matter what someone else does, all my God does is comfort me and show me how to come out that situation victorious. Love of God. I'm just going to share some knowledge once again. I'm going to be real quick about this. I'm not trying to waste too much of your time and definitely not trying to waste too much of my time. Got some other things to do today, but I'm going to share this right quick. Yes. Yesterday, I came on briefly, and I spoke about 3 things that breaks up a relationship or 3 things that breaks up a marriage. Today, I'm just going to touch on some things because people like using some quotes out this book. So I'm going to use a couple of quotes out this book to elaborate on them things that I shared of how we have to learn how to treat our spouse, how to treat our partner, how to treat our marriage. Remember that word that I said about partner, though. Remember I said that word because I'm going to do a change on that. I'm going to change some things because words have power. And if you say certain words, it cannot return back void. It must accomplish what it is sent out to do. So anyway, I'm just going to start here on Matthew 19, It's also, I'm going to move to Genesis 24 because it elaborates together with this verse. So here in chapter 19, it says, here starting with the verse at 4, he says, and he said, and he answered and said unto them, have you not read that he which made them in the beginning made them male and female? And then he says, and said, for this cause shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave, remember that word cleave, cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Their twain shall be one flesh. I'm going to break that definition down about trying too, because I know some people might not really know what trying means, but it means two. It means two. So I'm going to move over here to Genesis, verse 2. That's really like right at the front of the book. Yes. Okay, here we go. Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. Then he said, therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. So what is he saying here? God is saying, once that you and your spouse enter into a relationship or into a marriage, he say that the two of y'all are no longer two, but you become one. Now, what do he mean by becoming one? He's saying that the two of y'all, now that y'all are one, if you move back into the New Testament, he says some key words. He says, be one-minded. So when he says that the two become one, he's saying that you must think alike. You must think alike. You must be going in the same direction. You must untwine and become one. That means that you are going in the same direction. The only way you can go in the same direction is that your thoughts become one. That your thoughts become one. Because if my thought is different than your thought, we get ready to go different ways. And he said, how can two come into agreement? Or he says, how can two walk together unless they in agreement? So if your thoughts are different from my thoughts, we are not in agreement. Therefore, guess what we cannot do? We cannot walk together. We can't walk together. That means that we getting ready to have some division in the way that we getting ready to operate our home. We're going to have division about that. Because we have to be one-minded. He's telling us exactly how we got to operate for our marriage to be successful. Quickly, because I'm moving quick. So if you think I'm leaving something out, I'm really not. I just don't have a lot of time to give you all the information about this. But then I'm going to move to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. And here he said, husband, love your wife even as Christ loved the church. Now, once again, I do not look at Christ as a person. Christ to me means anointed. So here he's telling me, Richard, you have to love your wife in an anointed way. He's saying that your words must be lifting instead of putting her down. It must be like energy, like power, something that's going to motivate her to be a good wife to you. I have to do them things. He say, I have to love her as Christ loved the church. Now I'm going to move it over because I know some people look at Christ as a person. So when you're looking at Christ as a person, all this is saying is that you must give up your life for your wife. Once again, you must give up your life for your wife. I know some people struggle when I kept saying that. When I kept saying my wife was number one in my life. But right here it just told me. He just told me who she is to me. It told me I had to give up my life for her. As Christ loved the church. And here I'm going to move over to 1 Corinthians. Then I'm going to close this out. Let's move here. I like this because all this is teaching me is that the next time I enter into marriage, I know I got it right. Okay, it's saying 1 Corinthians 7:3. And here we go. It also says, let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. So here in this here, all he's saying is that the husband have to be kind to the wife. That's what it's saying. And being kind just means to offer something, to give something. That's me being kind. So it's telling me that I have to always give something to my wife. And it could be multiple things. I can give a gift. I could give myself. I can give her knowledge, understanding, wisdom, power, love, and economics. He's telling me to be kind, that I have to give these things to her. But he also said that there's something she has to give to me. He said, render unto your husband. That means that she has to give something to him too. And what is it that she have to give? This is the last verse. We're going to move back to Genesis because it's right at the beginning. Because this thing or this knowledge or this understanding or this wisdom have to be done in the beginning. In the beginning. So we're going to move here to Genesis 2, right back to Genesis 2. And then we're going to hit verse 18. And it says here, and the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. It's not good for a man to be alone. That means he need to be able to reach over and touch someone. It's not good for him to be alone. And then it said, God said, I will make him a helper. I will make him a helper. So what is it that the wife has to help her husband with? That's a very good question. What is it? God said that he made man in his image. So what are the 4 characteristics of God's image? He's a provider. He's a protector. He's a teacher. And he's a creator. And it's not that he just creates life. He also creates opportunity for his wife. Creates. So if I'm made in God's image, that means I have to represent being a provider, a protector, a teacher, and a creator. And yes, my God has taught me very good how to do them things. So it's my spouse, my wife, my number one. It's her position to only be my helper. And she is to help me, guess what? Stay in my position. That's what she's here to help me do. She's only here to help me stay in my position. Once again, what's my position? Provider, protector, teacher, and creator. That's my position. Right next to my God, who's going to empower me with all the tools, all the knowledge, all the understanding, all the wisdom, all the love, all the power, all the economics that I need to provide for my wife. This is her position. This is my position. And this does not take away anything of a woman being a woman and a man being a man. And yes, I'm going to close with the three things once again that breaks up a marriage. 1, economics. Economics just means basically money. And yes, money can cause a breakup in your marriage. Yes. So it's very important that the two of y'all are one when it comes to dealing with the economics in your house. Very important, because all it takes is for one person to break that vow and your marriage will start to collapse. And I speak this through this experience of my own life. I'm going through it now. And then the other thing that God talks about, he says, what else breaks up a marriage is letting others into your relationship. What do he mean by that? He means do not receive information from someone who do not know how to operate their own relationship. How are they going to tell you how to prosper in yours when they got poverty in theirs? Because once you eat that information, guess what you get ready to bring to the table to your husband or your wife? Poverty. That means something is going to begin to lack in your marriage. That's why he say, be careful who you let into your marriage. Don't talk your marriage to everybody. Don't let them in. And another way of letting someone else in, God told you. There's more ways of letting someone in. Means you stepped outside the values of your marriage. If you do these things of letting someone or something else in, it can be alcohol, it could be drugs, them things still come from a person. So once again, you still let a person come into your relationship. God say, be careful. How do I know? because he said, let no man break what he has put together. He just told you, don't let them in. And yes, the other way of breaking up your relationship is called communication. Once you and your spouse can no longer communicate, then how are y'all going to talk about the information on how to continue to build y'all life in prosperity? You can't. There's a division. And what I mean by communication, it just means one outgrows the other. That means one kept growing and the other one decided to go a different direction. Once you decide to go a different direction, you are no longer one. You are that word called trying. And something that's trying just means twisted. It's a mess. It means it's confusion. It don't know which way to go. But at the end, it comes to destruction. Yes. I had somebody ask me a question about something in my building. Just turn this one on. Hold on. Check one. We on our way out. I know y'all see me with my Browns colors on today. Because the Browns are in the playoffs. I think that's been like, what, about 15 years since they've been in the playoffs? Guess who they playing? The Pittsburgh Steelers. That is going to be a great game. So I'm be cheering for the Browns. Yes. And I'm just going to close with this, and then I'm going to make my way on out of here. Go, well, I can't go, but I'm going to call my daughter and share some love with her this morning. Yes. How many people been sent somewhere? Darling, you, yes, darling, you send me. I know that you send me. Darling, darling, you sent me. Honest, honest you do. At first I thought it was infatuation, but oh, it lasted so long. Now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home. Oh, you thrill me. I know that yeah, baby, you thrill me. Darling, you thrill me. What did you do? Yes. How many people in love today? By the anointing of God. Yes. To marry you Yes. Sending me. Ooh. Yes. Thrilling me. Ah. Only you tell me. Just look, oh, you tell me. Yes. Thrilled by the sending of the love through someone else to me. Once again, I am looking at the sun shining. He is such a great artist. He paints a picture that no one else can design. Such a great artist. Yes. When I, hopefully you, when we walk out that door today, we are going to be victorious. Stay blessed.